everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. On the table in front of us, we are going to be taking a look at the Off-Grid Knives Caiman. This Caiman is actually courtesy of Off-Grid Knives, was donated to my channel for my giveaways, which this was filmed before the giveaways, but the giveaways are over now. I know I keep saying that, but I just want you to know that all these videos are coming out on the knives that were in there, so you're going to get a little more detail as to what it was. Thank you so much to Off-Grid Knives for this donation. With this knife is going to come an Off-Grid Knives sticker, which is awesome. You will also get the Live Off the Grid Knives, Live Off-Grid, which is going to show you their knives in there. If I can open that up really quick. So that's really cool. You just get the little brochure. And let's go ahead and get into it. So we're taking a look, as I said, at the Caiman. It has a great shipping box, nice sturdy foam in there. Love that. All right, let's check this out. And we'll just stick that right there. How's that? All right, you guys, the Caiman. Now, this goes for $79, so it's a really good deal. What I would call a budget knife, which is awesome. But for what you're getting, it's really good. All right, the Caiman. Isn't this gorgeous? Totally murdered out, all black. You've got a beautiful D2 clip point blade. You've got the black washed in titanium nitride finish, which gives it that really deep black color. Love that. Super, super sharp out of the box. This one does run on bearings, and it is a flipper. So, as you can see there, it is a flipper. It is a liner lock. And the beauty of this one is you have a completely recessed pocket clip, completely recessed screws, and it is a right hand or left hand tip up carry. So I really like just the sleekness of this. You know, there's not, I mean, Off-Grid Knives does put their logo on there, but otherwise it's kind of, you know, just plain. It's not, not too much billboarding. I really like that. Feeling in hand is phenomenal. Now, this is a chunky knife, but I've been absolutely loving it. Your handles are going to be G10, and it's a soft but yet grippy G10. So definitely something that you know, you're not going to lose your grip on it. It feels really, really good. You do get a deep carry clip, which is a true deep carry on this knife, and I do like that. So going into the clip conversation, that has been my big thing lately. Is the clip going to be a hot point? With this one, because of the size, it absolutely is not at all for me. So hopefully, no matter what size hand you have, in small, medium, or large, it will not be an issue for you either. Now, you do have a bunch of jimping on the back of the spine here on the back of the blade, which is awesome because it's really going to let you choke up. I love the fact that the flipper tab is big enough to kind of create a finger guard, so to speak, just enough room there to keep your finger in place. As I said, the G10 has enough grip to it that it feels really, really good in hand. You have a bit of a swell on your handle. So you do have kind of a finger placement here, which is usually not my thing. But with this one, because of the swell that is included in the handle shape here, it does feel really good. It fills up the hand nicely, as I said before, and it is very, very comfortable. You do have about a 40% lockup, I'm going to call that, on there. It comes perfectly centered out of the box. Very, very smooth. And as I said before, depending on your flipper tab, you may or may not need jimping. Now, the design on this one, just because of the way it's designed, you really don't need any jimping on it. I don't feel that my finger is going to fall off at all, which is always really nice. Now I'm just doing a soft flip, but even, even just barely catching it, you're not going to need any jimping there, which is very nice. All right, you guys, let's go into some measurements here. So on this, you are going to be getting about a 3.5 inch blade with a 3.25 inch cutting edge. If we want to take a look at the closed length or handle length, we're looking at about just over 3.25. Not bad, not bad. So your overall length is going to be just shy of 7 inches, almost 6 3/4 inches. Now, for this size, it is a chunky little knife. I'm absolutely loving it. It comes in at actually 6.7 ounces. So the you have kind of skeletonized liners, but it's still going to be a heavy knife. This is definitely one that I would use for a little more harder work. I would not be afraid to use it for that because the fact that it just feels really good. And even being D2, it is a good, very good blade steel. And it's going to do you well. Let's take a look at it next to the Rat 1. So again, we're lining them up pivot to pivot. You can see that the Rat 1 is a large size knife. I would definitely consider the Caiman a medium size knife, but with a large size feel. So if we're going to line them up here and take a little look lengthwise, you do have just about an inch in length more from the Rat 1. Now if we take a look at it next to the Rat 2, and again we'll line it up to pivot. I consider the Rat 2 to be kind of a medium or medium-sized knife, so I would definitely consider the Caiman to be a full-on medium size. Comfort and wise in hand. Because it is a little thicker, you're looking about the same as the Rat, but because it's a little bit thicker in width, like I said, where the swell is, you know, it fills the hand nicely. It fills it really well and is super, super comfortable for any kind of cut you're going to do. I think pull cuts, stabbing it, maybe you're shaving something off. This is going to be a really, really good knife. Sharp, sharp, sharp out of the box. Also, love that. That is really important. You don't want a dull knife. And it is, like I said, D2, so it is, you know, going to be easy to sharpen. And you'll be able to keep sharpening it if you need to and have a good edge on it. Yeah, you guys, I really love how this feels in hand. Like I said, I think because of the size of the handle, the width of the handle itself, that clip is not going to bother me at all. And a lot of that has to do where it sits in my hand. I think even with a larger hand, you're going to feel it. To me, I would think you would feel it even less. But, you know, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I love the fact that you have a good handful there. You can also choke up on this knife and get a real good grip on it. And that's always really important. Of course, when you have the lockup being at about 40 to almost 50%, you know that your knife is going to be locked up really well and it is not going anywhere. So that is also a plus to it. Like I said, this is only $79, so it's a great price for what you're getting. The reversible clip to make it ambidextrous is always awesome. And the fact that it is completely recessed is a huge plus to me because I like the fact that it's not going to tear up my pants at all. Or whatever I clip it to, you know, it's not going to tear it up because you don't have the screws sitting higher. You don't have the clip sitting higher. All right, you guys, this has been a look at the Off-Grid Knives Caiman. I will leave a link to this knife down in the description down there. Do me a favor, hit that like button on your way out. It does help the channel. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you here all the time. Please hit that subscribe button there. As always, feel free to leave me a comment down in the comment section. You know I love talking to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.